Stick 'em up, stick 'em up. Some new hat tricks up them sleeves. But we crack down on the whack found background. Bucktown, get down if you with the nigga. Come on, what's happening? There's a whole lot of flapping. Watch what happens when we bring gun covers.
And we're going to hear Rack 1, Bun B, Styles P, of course, Rock and Rock, Heltah, Skeltah, Top Dog, Buckshot, of course, Buckshot, of course, Memphis, Bleek, Pharoahe Monch, which is a cool guy. We interviewed him like a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Lovely guy. Freeway, Black Rob, and Hurricane G on that record.
Can't forget my boy Duckdown from the original Soundboy Barry.
The All-Stars with Pharoahe. He was on the track.
Yep.
Yes.
Why so many features?
It's not a lot of features if you think about it. It's we got Freeway doing a chorus. You know, Freeway is our brother. One of the songs that he's on is called Roses, and it's about the concept. It fit him, you know, but it's a Smif-n-Wessun tune. So we like, yo, let's reach out to the brother and see if he can, you know, be interested in getting on the chorus.
Right. Actually, the Bun B, the Rock, is all on one song. The Styles P, Sean P is on one song. The song with Pharoahe we couldn't clear, so that's actually not even going to be on the album.
Unfortunately.
We may get a leak of that though. And everybody else is just that we have a relationship with already. We didn't go for the big names that we think, yo, well, we get them that'll sell the album or they'll play this on the radio. We're like, nah, fuck that. We doing us. We're doing us, and this is the vibe that rocks with us, that we rock with. And the people is gonna appreciate it for those features, being in the places that they are.
Now, when you listen to the joints, you understand why them features are there. You know, Bleek is a friend of family. You know, so it's like he's another Brooklynite. So it's like the song we did with him is Top of the World. Like it was originally called Top of Brooklyn. And we was like, all right, but we are Brooklyn kids that be around the world. So it just seemed like a nice mesh. And then you have like, it's no way we can do an album without putting our boot camp on there. You know what I mean? We strategically place everybody in different spots. Duckdown and Top Dog is on the reggae sounding vibe. You know what I mean? And then we reached out to people who we always in contact with creatively, like a Raekwon. Like, it's not even rap with Ray. We like, yo, Ray, we in the studio. Ray just come. Like, yo, what's good? Yo, this is what y'all working on? Cool, I got 16 bars or whatever. And Hurricane G, that was one of my, I needed Hurricane on the album. I just was like, yo, we're doing The Shining? No, we're doing Monumental. Okay, cool. We need Hurricane G. We need Hurricane G on it. And it just so happens that I had spoke to Thurston Howell III, and he was working on some stuff with we're so that this hip hop community is really, really wow. It's connected in a real interesting kind of way. He was working with Hurricane G, and I'm like, I think as a fan, you know, hip hoppers, like I think they would be interested in hearing a Smif-n-Wessun Hurricane G tune. I don't know. Let's try that out, see how it sounds. And then when Pete heard it, and I brought it to Tech, I'm like, yo, I think I can get Hurricane G. They're like, word? Let's see. Pete came up with a beat. He knew the beat that he wanted. So we really cooked this up and spiced it up nicely for the people, and it's well-rounded. It's not one of those compilations that you hear a lot of rappers doing. They just throw whoever is hot on a song. Nah, this is very well-cooked food. When you listen to it from front to back, you're gonna understand why all of those people are in them spots where they are.
All right. You also spit on some Primate beats, as I mentioned before, the D&D Sound Clash on Pharoahe's album, and 1-2 Pass It, which in my eyes is one of the greatest tracks of all times. Tell us.
Oh man, it's always been a fun and a pleasure to work with Pete, with Primo. He's one of the top premier producers and been since we entered the game, and still maintain consistency with it. So the only thing about those beats, none of those are really official Smif-n-Wessun premier produced beats. So that's what we're actually working on right now.
Yeah.
And once that happens, oh my gosh.
Ooh, Smif-n-Wessun over Primo beats.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you might hear some of that stuff tonight. You might hear a 1-2 Pass, or you might hear Pharoahe joint tonight. We don't know. You know, we got a lot of music, a lot of collabos that we've done with people, and we just try to stay in the loop, and hopefully we can make something that people appreciate, you know?
Yeah, so Smif-n-Wessun, if you're down with me, represent one time on the MIC. Mr. Ripper, get your gear and prepare for war.
Mr. Vixter, you ain't gotta tell me no more. It's what I see on the daily, deals with reality. So come follow me on this journey.
Brooklyn, where the crooks dwell and the products overlooking. In the form of a street, you know them well.
Bet your ass this grass is greener.
Then the 20 sack of cents of me,
Straight from Medina.
you know the vibe.
With Smif-n-Wessun, twist up the time.
Peace of my people in the
To
field.
my head's in the
We
sky.
do or die to test your stamina.
What?
So any challenger, we pass a motherfucker off to the damage.
But what's the plan with the Primo stuff? Like, you doing the album with Pete now? This is gonna come out soon. Is Primo album maybe the next project or just an EP?
I don't know. It's a surprise. We got splashing with something. You know, Smif-n-Wessun constantly got to change it up. We throw the curveballs in the game. We don't. You know, we throw the curve, but we come straight down the pike to your face and let you know this is what it is. Then let everybody else build and follow off for that.
No
But
gimmicks.
he's definitely here. We definitely been building. This is like our second, third show with him, so we chopping it up, talking about some things happening in the future.
It's interesting because I hear Primo and Pete Rock working on an album right now.
Yeah, they're
All
working
right.
on
All right. Scary.
instrumental album.
But somebody should spit on that.
Yo, I mean, it's so many things that's being done now. Like Nas said, hip hop was dead a couple of years ago, and as we know it, I think it's understanding. It's like the worm to the caterpillar to the butterfly type vibe. Like, you know, it's a reinvention or renaissance, so to speak, with people who feel that they are hip hop. You know what I mean? They don't separate themselves from what's going on, and they rock with it, like a Primate, like a Pete Rock, like a Smif-n-Wessun. Like, we not, like, what's going on in the industry with the radio, like, that doesn't take us away from who we are and what we do with our craft, you know. And I think that you're going to continue to hear good music from a lot of different artists. Big up to Duckdown, who got like a whole shitload of artists on a label roster right now. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen for the next 5, 10, or 15 years, you know.
The future hip hop.
Yes.
I would like to go back to Pete Rock, like to the production process. How is it working with him? Like, he's been in the game for over 2 decades. How's the workflow?
The way it came out, I think the title of the album, Monumental, sums up everything. From day one of us, the filling out process, to the next studio session, let's see what each other got, to the third session, okay, now we're recording just choruses. Next session, all right, we're putting some verses down. Now by the time the 6th, 7th, 8th session came up, now it was like, after 15 songs recorded already, now let's work on Monumental. Now let's seriously get down to business. So it just started trickling like a domino effect. Once those was knocked down, titles, verses, choruses, music just started flowing out of nowhere. We was able to look at the air conditioner and just hear the sound, just pull a song from it and just go into the booth and do what it do. Pete just hear the sound of the car screeching. The studio we record is right across the street from Madison Square Garden where the Knicks play at. So it's inspiration coming from everywhere, every direction, and it just gelled together. And Monumental was born June 28th.
It was an interesting concept because, you know, like, we got a history. Pete has history, so we knew we had to really, like, if it's possible, be better than our best, you know. And
Like multiply.
Yeah, we had to multiply,
re-multiply,
and but keep it, keep it natural. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't sit in the studio and be like, yo, we need a radio song. Like, he would really just hear something and vibe to it and present it to us, and it's like, yo, there was a lot of respect going into that project, and I think when you listen to it, you're gonna be able to tell, you know, respect for the game, respect for each other as artists, as pioneers. You know, Pete is a pioneer. You know what I mean? So it's like working with him is phenomenal. You know what I mean? He's involved in everything. He's not one of the producers that'll give you the beat and then go, you know, up the block and have a beer.
Is he also doing like your vocal recordings?
No,
Or
we
does
have
he
an engineer. We have our engineer that we've been using for the past like 10 years. Dan the Man. We call him Dan the Magic Man Hands. He's a phenomenal. He's a young cat. He's super duper. His ear is incredible. You know, we've been working with him on a lot of Duckdown projects, a lot of stuff. So,
hey, I got one technical question because I'm an audio engineer too. Do you like have your own mics and your own channel strips, your own like preamps, EQs, compressors when you record, or do you use the stuff that's right there?
We assassins, man. You tell us what the mark is, we get up on there, and we put it on the scope, and we knock it down. Like we don't complain about it. If it sounds crispy, we do what we do. We don't make everything over technical. We let everybody play their position. If you're the studio guy, that's your gig. My gig is to get on this microphone and deliver my lyrics the best way possible. You know, so when the producer or the executive producer get it, he's like, all right, good. This is hot. I know exactly what to do now. You know, and that's how it happened with us with Pete.
Cool. Just like up in your face, but still keep it.
No other way to go.
Sound lovely.
You didn't have to worry about, animosity, or somebody wasn't going to tell you the truth, or a whack lyric being spit, and somebody's like, But everybody's like, yo, listen, I think maybe you can come like this a little bit. We're going to change that, and we're going to add a scratch here, and we're going to add a little ad lib here. It was very hands on. It was very organic, and like The Shining, it's like The Shining Part 2. I can't even call Monumental a Part 2 because it's not a Part 2, but emotion-wise and what went into it and how it was created, it's like a Part 2 of, if I can say this was Monumental 1, it was definitely, it's an addendum.
Might be a Shining Monumental.
A Monumental
right
Shining.
now.
Yeah, yep.
Nice.
Okay, anything else you want to say?
Happy birthday to my PNC.
Ow,
You know what I'm
birthday.
saying? Happy birthday to the other Geminis, you know what I mean? Salute Biggie and Pac, we love you, you know what I'm saying? Salute everybody out there, hip-hop that's been supporting Smif-n-Wessun, Tech and Steele. Keep a lookout, duckdown.com, bucktownusa.com, 24ktsmoke.com, 24caratsmoke.com, my.bucktownusa.com. Stay up on the social networks. Watch out for the blogs. Follow us on Twitter. Tech Smokey La. I'm at General Steele. Just keep up with us. And it's a lot of things going on. We just shot a video a couple of days, so maybe we'll get that. You guys will be seeing that real soon. Watch for the work, man. Watch for the work, and hopefully we'll be in the town near you real soon.
Yes, sir.
So, thank you guys
Thank you.
for doing this interview with Primat City TV.
What's up? What's up?
Nice. Check this out. This is the PNC boys rocking Smif-n-Wessun right here, Primat City TV. You know how
Big
it goes
things are
down.
going, son.
Yeah.
What you want now? What you want now? What you want now? What you want now?